you was getting ready to tell me I gotta go because Nature Boy is afraid that I was gonna get up here and say something that would debunk his false premise of HIV being a hoax.
Right.
Now your entire chat room says that they wanted to hear me speak.
Right.
Now you, as being a host on this show, okay, I would have, this is your platform. I'm not telling y'all to run your platform, but I would have expected that as a caller. I'm calling in as a caller. Nature Boy doesn't want to speak to me, that's fine. But you take calls. Somebody tagged me in here, told me to call in. Somebody, I'm following him. I'm not following him. Somebody tagged me. They said Nature Boy is, spitting that false rhetoric. Call in. I decided to call in. You didn't even know this was me on the phone. And so that being said, as a caller,
right,
I would have expected you to let me say what I need to say as a caller.
Yeah, I have no problem. I have no problem, young Pharaoh. I have no problem with letting you speak.
No, because you was getting ready to tell me to leave.
Yeah, because what
I am going to say is this. Nature Boy should not be able to come on your platform or anybody's platform, and when he's confronted by somebody who we know is directly fin to refute his lies, dominate you, talk over you, or talk over me in a very disrespectful manner, in a way to where I can't talk as a caller. I didn't call it. If Nature Boy don't want to respond, he didn't have to. I would have made my statement and left. Now, the reason Nature Boy hung up is because he knows that he was finna get smoked indirectly, because the information I was finna drop was finna directly refute everything that people have heard thus far. And so, with that being said, I'm not gonna go in like I was gonna go in, but I'm gonna say this: Nature Boy is saying HIV is a hoax. He didn't even know what the acronym of HIV stood for. He doesn't know the difference between how the body biologically reacts to HIV or cancer. Nature Boy teaches that all sickness comes from the mind, yet he self-diagnosed himself with seborrheic dermatitis. But if HIV is not real, you can't have that. How can you have seborrheic dermatitis, which is a symptom of HIV?
Yeah, so but hold on. Let me ask you something there.
Hold on, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. But I'm going to say this. Nature Boy is picking and choosing what sicknesses he wants to acknowledge because he's embarrassed. I have put up plenty screenshots of Nature Boy saying that he has had sex with multiple people who were diagnosed positive with HIV. Nature Boy said that a woman over there named Serenity, who came over there, was diagnosed with HIV before she came. The light-skinned girl sitting next to Nature Boy says that she has herpes. And so he acknowledges all of these sicknesses, but they somehow don't exist when it comes to him having them. But if you were to ask that light-skinned woman next to him named Ileana, does she have herpes? She would say yes. And then she would try to say no, and her explanation for no would be because it's all in my mind. And so what's happening is Nature Boy has no knowledge outside of Google. I went live with Nature Boy earlier on Instagram, which I'm going to post, and he didn't even know the definition of an antigen. He didn't even know what HIV stood for. He didn't know any of these medical facts that he's speaking on. The only thing that Nature Boy is telling people is that it's all in your mind. Now, this is why I'm going to make this point. I mean, this is why I'm making my point before I go. A woman died over there with Nature Boy, in case you or don't nobody know. And I just posted the screenshots on my Instagram right now of her family. Her family confirmed what I already said. Now, this woman had a heart condition, and she was taking medication. And Nature Boy told her to stop taking her medication because her sickness is not real. It's all in her head. And her ass died. Now, there's a woman over there who's allegedly HIV positive who just gave birth to a premature baby. And Nature Boy is not seeking out any medical attention because he believes that this shit is all in their head. Okay? And so people are dying over there behind what this nigga is talking about. So this is beyond just a nigga sounding stupid on the internet.
Yeah.
This is people who are running from their own sicknesses, and to the point where they willing to believe somebody saying that they're not sick because it's in their head and they dying. And if you think I'm lying, go on my Instagram and my Facebook right now. My Facebook is Pharaoh Otten, Pharaoh space ATEN. And I just posted the screenshot where her family said they didn't want her to go over there and she stopped taking her medication because this nigga told her it's all in her head. I have screenshots of Nature Boy saying that and the girl next to him saying that as much as 4 days ago on Facebook. And so these people have acknowledged that at one point in time they were diagnosed with HIV, herpes, hepatitis, and a bunch of other shit. And the only explanation for these things no longer existing within them is because it happened while they was stressed out. And now they're not stressed out, so it's gone because it was all in their mind. And so with that being said, I'm going to go because you was going to ask me to go anyway.
Yeah.
But my thing is, shouldn't nobody be able to come on this platform and tell you how to run your platform?
No. That's not the case. That's not the case. For the benefit of the audience, and I'm sure you would have done it.
No, the audience was saying, "Let me talk."
Yeah, I had no problem with letting you talk. But I had no problem with letting you talk. But I had no problem with letting you talk. But if you talking and he's screaming, then nobody hears anything. So whether you
should have told, listen, as a host, you should have told him, listen, this is a caller. If you don't want to respond to him, that's fine. Yeah. If he gets out of pocket, I'll hang up on him.
Yeah, no. But how many times? But I did that. But that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But obviously, whatever exists between you and Nature Boy, I'm in the middle of it. I don't know about it, right?
No, you're not. Listen, let me tell you something. Don't nothing exist between me and Nature Boy. Nature Boy is just afraid of somebody who knows what they're talking about speaking at the same time he's speaking. Now, when that woman called in, and let me pause for a minute because I see people in the chat asking me what's my Instagram. I'm typing my Instagram in the chat right now. It's Pharaoh _Aten.
Yeah.
Pharaoh _ATEN. But with that being said, when that woman called in, when she was cooking Nature Boy, he tried to deflect her talking about something. She's trying to protect her credentials. No, that woman knew what she was talking about. And what Nature Boy does is he's using black power as a way to egotistically get you to agree with his foolishness. Now let me give you an example. Nature Boy excuse for not taking the prematurely born baby to the hospital that he got sleeping in the tent. His excuse for that is it's the white man hospital. So what he's doing is he got people making retarded ass decisions and then using so-called black power as an excuse for you to agree with it. So if you say Nature Boy, go to the hospital, he's going to say that's the white man hospital. If you say Nature Boy, you said out your mouth, and Ileana said out your mouth, and other members in out your camp said out their mouth that they've been diagnosed with either herpes, HIV, or hepatitis at one point in time, he's going to say, oh, it's all in their mind, and they don't have it no more. And so the point I'm trying to make is this is not a rational person. I even put up a video yesterday where he admitted that he was in a psych ward at one point in time for mental health issues. And so you have a mental health ex-patient on your platform giving out ridiculous fucking knowledge.
Yeah.
And me, as somebody who has a huge platform, has an obligation to refute that. I don't give a fuck about Nature Boy personally.
Yeah, well, listen.
The fact that a woman has already died.
Now, hold on. Do me a favor. We don't have that kind of language. You allow one cuss word per hour, and you already went over that limit.
You right. Okay.
All right, but listen. The fact about the show today is to discuss Nature Boy's challenge and to see and if folks could refute his challenge. That's the whole idea. I wanted people to call in to refute the challenge, people who have more knowledge on it, doctors, whoever wanted to call in, and that was the idea of it. So you calling in fits right into the idea of the program, refuting the challenge, because he put out a challenge, and that's what I wanted people to call in and do. So you called in, I give you the platform, but I would not have allowed you and Nature Boy just go toe to toe, head to head for the whole hour shouting and screaming at each other.
I respect that, and I want you to know I respect your platform. And as I stated earlier, Nature Boy didn't have to say one word. He didn't even have to reply. All I wanted to do was speak for maybe 100 seconds,
right,
and I was gone. Right. And the people was gonna be able to use their own cognitive intelligence, and use discernment to within themselves confirm or deny what's fact or what's false.
Right.
And so I wasn't here to turn your show into a battleship fight. He did that. I was cool, calm, and collected the entire time.
Right.
And so Nature Boy is using his cult for sex because and I posted these screenshots because he teaches that sex is for communication first and procreation second. So he teaches that in order to communicate with you, he got to have sex with you. But not only is he getting all of these young, dumb-minded girls, because I just posted a video where he had a 16-year-old send him a nude, okay? So he's using his cult to be a sexual pervert, but on top of that, he has a potentially deadly STD. And so with that being said, this is why he's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Now, if it wasn't all of these factors,
yeah,
you wouldn't hear my mouth.
Okay. Well. Taking Nature Boy at his word, he said he doesn't. He did not have sex with anyone else that he known to have HIV. I wasn't there. I'm not his doctor, and I can't say that he did. His word is that he didn't. At least I have to take him at that word, unless we could prove otherwise. That was his words. But anyway,
no, I know, but he's a liar.
Okay.
He's a liar, and I got all of the screenshots on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and I posted everything on YouTube.